Chef Johnny here, and I'm going to do the trim on that brisket. We know we broke away from the other video. Here's, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes of trimming that brisket and what I did, so y'all can see more detailed, see it up closer, and understand that. And it didn't make that other video, 25 minutes long. So we pulled a few minutes of it out so y'all could see the trimming part of y'all that wanted to see the precise trimming. So, hey, let's quit messing around. Let's get down there so y'all can see how I trim up this brisket. Then get back to that other video and see how that brisket turned out. So here we go right here. What I'm going to do is, always the first fat I take off is this right here. Now, this one, you got to come in, and it's kind of I cut it like a triangle out of there. Just like that. All right, so y'all can see that's off. I'm going to get a little more in there and get a little more of that off. Then we're going to come back up here on top and kind of start cleaning up some of this. This piece right here, I'm going to tell you, this is going to burn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. But now we want to clean up some of this loose fat that's laying across the top of our flat. And if you see, our flat muscles running this way. When we turn this over, you're going to see our point muscles are going this way. So you never can slice that brisket all the way down. But I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to thinly shave off this top layer of fat and any silver skin that I can. And if you look, there's no doubt what silver skin is. It's kind of a bluish silver tint. And here's something that is not good at all. This brisket was sliced right here. Turn this around where y'all can see it. Not real sure how that happened, but that muscle was cut. Don't like that, but we're gonna lay it down flat and we're gonna try to keep that looking good there. And but it is gonna be a problem later down the road. But you would never know that in the package till you take it out. It's the only way you can find out. But just come in here and we're gonna work the fat off of the meat up here on top. Again, just shave off that fat. Now, this is not a competition trim. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When I trim, I will get every bit of silver skin off of this top. But today, that's not what we're doing. This one is for actually some friends. We're going to their house and we are going to have brisket with them this weekend, and I'm taking this one over there. I've actually, over on the pit maker, I've got 3 more cooking over there, and I also have some pork butts on there. So I am going to be doing a pork butt video right after I get this one done. So once this one's trimmed, y'all be looking for it. And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I am outside. I'm not in the house. So we fight flies outside, but we keep fly traps out. We keep everything we can and try to keep it as clean as possible and keep the flies off of it the best we can. But when you cook outside, those things happen, so don't freak out. All right, and just see, I'm getting this silver skin off and trying not to get any of the meat if I can keep from it. I've seen Bill Purvis over at Chicken Fried Barbecue for his competition briskets. He trims them with a meat slicer. He slices that top right off of there. I'm not going to go to all those problems today, not just for us. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this first piece I cut off, and I'm just going to kind of hollow it out some here, following the line of the fat. And this piece of fat actually runs all the way through that brisket, and I'm fixing to show you the other side of it here in just in a second. But there it goes. Now where this fat is rolling up the side, I'll just take a good sharp knife and I'm just going to take it off of there. See? Now this, if you want to save this for sausages or rendering fat, for getting you some beef fat, beef tallow, you could save all this and cook it down and do those things. But I'm not upset with that. Like I said, I could keep going on and on and on and get every bit of this off. But for this brisket, I'm not going to do it. It's for friends and family, and I'm just not going to take all that off. So, but I am going to turn it over now. This right here is where that fat came out, all right? on the other side. Remember I told you it went all the way through? Well, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna clean up this side and get off some of this big fat that's right here on this edge. No sense of cooking this. Now, I do know some people that they don't trim their briskets at all. They cook them like this, and they cook them with the fat and trim all the fat afterwards. I got a friend with a barbecue restaurant that does that. He's been in business for 30-something years, so something to say about cooking them with all the fat. It does protect them. So now we're down to this part. And this is just a thin layer of fat. We want to leave about 1/4 of an inch on it. Get off anything loose hanging. Right here, take this off. And this side is actually pretty thin. It's already, I've got a pretty thin fat, so I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna move it here. And this fat here, this nice soft fat, that would render out very good. It's excellent for sausage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these and put them in a Ziploc bag, and I'll save this fat for when I make sausage next time, and I will already have a lot of my beef fat I need for making my sausage. We're just taking it off, trying not to get down into our meat. We want this fat left on to protect it. If you wanted to, you could cut hatch marks in this so seasoning would go deeper. But if you do that, do not go way down deep and get into your meat. You want to just barely get through the edge of the fat. I'm gonna keep working on this. See, right there's my meat, so that just tells me don't go quite as deep this time. And if you can take a nice long cut, those are always better than short ones. This makes it a little more uniform, a little more streamlined. Air's gonna flow across it better. And again, folks, you can go just as long at this. You can take off as much as you want to. Your tendency is to kind of, oh, I can get that, oh, I can get that. But remember, we're just doing this for the family and friends. A little fat is going to protect it because it's going to be fat side down in that barrel smoker. So I'm going to leave it right there. I say that's good enough. Now we get our seasoning on.